The world is evolving. In 3400 BCE, the Mesopotamian civilization formed on a basis of bartering, agriculture, and literature. Since then, the world has seen many sunrises. Literature is nothing special. We can contact the other end of the earth at a tap of a button. We can reach video archives of things that have already happened as many times as we want. We've flown to the heavens and beyond. We've taken people missing arms and legs and made them normal. Idols, even. And yet, some things remain. We still barter, we still grow, and we still read. But we've found alternatives. We have currency, we can print food from plastics, and we can create works of art without the alphabet. And now, the film industry. When the film industry first started up, anyone with a camera and an idea could make it big. Namely because nobody had a camera. Today, this isn't quite the same situation, but you can bet that it's close. Sure, anyone can make a video, but who can make a movie? It's debatable about whether or not the film industry is a free-for-all. On one hand, anyone can get on YouTube and strike it big. On the other hand, only a few people and a few companies can reliably make profitable films. And as the industry increases, as does the competition. DreamWorks, if anyone doesn't know, the creators of How to Train Your Dragon, Road to El Dorado, Madagascar, Transformers, even the Shrek franchise is close to bankrupt. If their next film, Kung Fu Panda 3, doesn't make it big, they'll be forced to file for bankruptcy and sell their organization to one of the likely buyers, Disney Pixar. As you can see, despite the previous successes of a company of the film industry, nothing is ever guaranteed.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Despite DreamWorks being one of the founding revolutionaries behind 3D animation, they're bankrupt. Now, what does that mean for me? If I go into the film industry, well, that means lots of things. First of all, if any of you nerds have ever stuck around to watch the credits for one of those 3D movies, there are tons of people working on this, hundreds to thousands at a time. Simply put, big companies, big jobs, big dreams. All at the cost of individuality. The average filmmaker makes anywhere from $30,000 to $200,000 a year, with the average being at just about $90,000. This sounds like surefire success, but one must always consider the filmmakers that aren't full-time. The thousands of people who make vlogs online with their homemade green screen, forgotten in the depths of YouTube.
At will. We know you've raped almost a dozen villagers.
It's like, come on, Obi-Wan, you don't need to sound sexy all the time.
And that's where you're wrong.
Just looks like I'm watching old footage. Katniss Everdeen, what are you doing? Okay, Katniss is staying strong. She's got an army behind her. She brings out her beloved arrow. Oh, Peeta!
Well, that's simple. After years of contemplation, I have come to the realization that I am simply convinced that I'm better than everyone. Jokes aside, I believe that media is becoming the new literature. Don't get me wrong, I think that there will always be literature in this world, but I think that the various ways of expressing yourself have greatly increased in the past 50 years, and a much wider audience may be reached in these new methods. That being said, foreign movies are taking great traction in, you guessed it, foreign countries, namely China. Not only is Asia now leading the charts with the number of films released per year with approximately 1,200, but China is also leading the box office average with about $4 billion annually. For comparison, America releases on average 600 films per year. Surely there's space for one or two more. This is the part where it's 4 minutes and 45 seconds into the video and I run out of script. Now you'd think with DreamWorks going out of business and stuff that 3D animation is not the way to make money in the film industry. You're wrong. That's the kind of thinking that gets killed around here. The highest grossing movie of all time is actually Avatar, about 50% more than Titanic at $2,781.4 billion. That's more than twice the number for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, 6 of the top 7 are actually largely reliant on special effects, namely Avatar, The Avengers, and Frozen. So why is it that nothing but the biggest of the big go big? Well, the thing is, that could be caused by a lot of things. Now, DreamWorks, let's use DreamWorks as an example. DreamWorks, supposedly, the reason they went bankrupt was because of Disney Pixar. For example, they were supposed to bring themselves back into the green with How to Train Your Dragon 2, and I really liked the movie, but the thing is, that came out at about the same time as Disney's even more anticipated movie, Big Hero 6. So, by drawing the audience from How to Train Your Dragon 2 to Big Hero 6, Disney Pixar has essentially... Oh, hello, Jester. Disney Pixar has essentially shut down DreamWorks. But that being said, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that someone doing so well in the time of Shrek and Kung Fu Panda would suddenly drop off. And one of the big things in the film industry that's becoming an increasingly big problem is piracy. And I don't know why people pirate. It could be anything from they're cheap to they don't have a car, so they have to pirate it. Now, just as an estimated number, they know nothing for sure. The estimated amount of GDP lost per year in the United States alone is $200 to $250 billion in piracy. I mean, we could just go like socialism, and then everyone could watch the movie.